last, but certainly least, the original Kanto champion himself. And similarly to when we faced him down the first time, his team is going to be higher than all of the other Gym Leader rematches we've faced up to this point. And if you think this fight is going to go over just as easily as all the other ones have, this is the first one I've had to redo! Thanks, Arcanine! So we'll see just how much better or worse this fight goes. I'm gonna try to play it out the same way I did last time, at least up until the point where it didn't work. But this Machamp should be able to tank 2 Psychics from Klaus. At which point I started panicking when it wasn't doing enough damage. But our levels haven't really increased as much since our last fight with him as his levels have. And right, Iron Ball Fling is going to kill me. So he's off on a much better foot than we were in the last fight. We should be able to outspeed him and kill him with a close combat from HCB, though. But what I meant by that, one of the reasons I don't mind tackling, or am not as intimidated by taking on these fights lower level than I used to be, is because it doesn't make that much of a difference if you're not going to be able to knock these things out in one hit anyway. Pidgeot... What do we do here? I switched in Krako on this thing last time, but it just U-turned into the Arcanine. So I think what I'll do this time, instead of going for the Discharge, I'll try to paralyze it. So even if it does U-turn, or Double Team, I will be able to outspeed it. So that's going to be helpful. I do want to preserve Krako to the best of my ability, though, just to deal with the Gyarados, because that's going to be a pain to deal with if I don't have Krako, as the Claire fight showed. But right now, I'm both mentally and physically exhausted with these fights. Don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast with them. But to do so many one after the other like this, it just takes its toll on you. And having to redo it didn't exactly make it any easier. But then again, it just makes it all that much more fun to try and all that. There's just that additional level of satisfaction when you finally beat them, given the challenge. Rhyperior, I was actually surprised that a Surf was able to knock you out in one turn last time. I'm hoping that wasn't a fluke. Because this thing is a monster on the physical defense side, not so much on the special. It does have Solid Rock, which reduces the amount of damage super effective moves do. That's why I was concerned that it would live this thing, but Rhyperior is the... You survived it this time. How does that work? My internet just went out. Or my light. Was that my light? That was my light bulb. I almost had a heart attack thinking that the power went out and I lost an hour, 10-minute recording. That would have been bad. Thank God it was just my flashlight, not my flashlight. See, I'm thinking of flashlight because we spent so much time in the dark in the last month or so, given how many times we lost power due to storms. I swear I didn't need that crit last time. I'll take it, though. Take what you can get. It is really dark in this room now. Like it matters to you. Arcanine! Oh boy. Pretty sure an E-Speed will knock me out from this range. What to do? I'll try to knock it down with Lupus. I don't think he'll be able to knock Lupus out in one hit. I think he did last time because he got a crit. But yeah, he uses Flare Blitz thinking it's going to be more powerful. You know what I did? I was stupid enough to try setting up a Sunny Day, thinking, okay, he raised the strength of my Fire-type attacks, let me double that already. It just made his Flare Blitz more powerful. He does only have 5 extreme speeds, though. If I can count 5 of those down, we'd be okay. Unfortunately, he got another crit on E-Speed against Lupus. Well then. I guess I'll bring in HCB. This is not stupid, though. I have a plan. Akaberry. Reduce the strength of a super effective Fire-type move. Never thought I would have to use one of those. It wasn't enough. What do I do from here? Duster's gonna die to a Flare Blitz. Krako's gonna die to a Flare Blitz. Crunch is gonna die to an E-Speed. What do you do? I think what I'll do when I restart this fight... I lived! Duster! You are a fucking beast! Holy shit! T-Tar! I do not have HCB. Tyranitar! Rock Dark type. Evolved form of Pupitar and Larvitar. Has Sandstream, which whips up a Sandstorm. And thanks to its rock typing, makes it that much more strong against special moves. I guess he replaced his Gyarados for this thing. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, Gyarados was one of his signature Pokemon. I don't know why you would get rid of it in place of Tyranitar. I mean, what does Tyranitar mean to you? You took so much time and effort to raise up that Magikarp to finally evolve into something useful, and you just dump it off for this thing? Admittedly, that was probably the most satisfying gym leader fight I've ever had. All thanks to Duster. Well, now that my heart is racing, my head is pounding, and my throat is burning, that does it for all 16 gym leader rematches. This place is looking disturbingly empty right now. Next time, we'll probably do something less interesting. It's going to be difficult to top that. Until then, this is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you guys next time.